Talk to some men that have been in toxic relationships. When they exited, it's like their manhood is restored. Not the manhood, but their manhood. Even that one is restored. The whole being is restored. Don't ever go back to a relationship that took the fundamental values that made you who you are. That woman who was sapping the life out of you, taking the life out of you. Welcome back again to another YouTube video. My name is IK. If you're new, welcome to the channel. In this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 signs that the breakup was a blessing in disguise. If you're experiencing many of these signs, a few of these signs that I'll be discussing in this video, it's a huge indication that that breakup was a blessing for you. A blessing in disguise. You may be hurting, you may be going through a lot of other emotions, but my brother, if you notice any of these things, this breakup was a blessing for you. You should never have even been in that relationship in the first place. If you notice any of these things I'll be mentioning in this video, you have just come out of a relationship that was never good for you, and this was a blessing in disguise. Coming up. Number 1, you felt whole and at peace when it was over. Guys, have you ever been in that situation, in that position before, where you are hurting, experiencing a lot of pain, confusion, but at the same time, you were at peace? You felt like a burden has been lifted off of you, like you regained your senses, you've regained your mind, you've regained your sanity suddenly. This is an indication that it was a blessing in disguise. You are probably missing this person. You feel like talking to them or calling them. But at the same time, if you just take a moment to not key into that aspect of your emotion, you will realize that, hey, I'm actually at peace. I feel whole again. I feel like all the noise has been taken away. I feel like there's no pressure anymore. I'm at peace. I'm complete. If you're feeling like this after the breakup, this is a huge indication it's a blessing in disguise. You should never have been in that relationship. You should never have been dating that woman who was bad for you, who was never giving you peace of mind. My brother, peace of mind. Do not ever underestimate peace of mind. If you are feeling whole, complete suddenly, and at peace, this is a huge indication you have come out of a relationship that was bad for you, and it was a blessing in disguise. Number 2, the healthy rhythm of your life has returned. This is a huge indication you've been in a toxic, terrible relationship for you. That pattern of your life that was good for you has now been restored. You can think well now. You can now go to the gym again and work out. You can now focus on things that are healthy for you. Allocate your time to things that are important. That rhythm that you had that was obviously healthy and important for you has now been restored. It has now come back to you. It now has time for you. It has revisited you and said, hey, I'm coming back because this person you had that was replacing me is gone. Now I have space to come back for our partnership because I'm good for you and you're good for me. That healthy rhythm has returned. You had a certain pattern where you do some things at certain times, where you visit some friends, where you actually allocate time to things that are important to you. You attend to your business. You attend to things. You are thriving. You are thinking. Your thinking faculty is working properly. All those things have now been restored. All the things you lost, it has now been restored. This is a huge indication that the breakup was a blessing in disguise. Yeah, bro. Good, healthy relationship is not going to make you feel this way. It's not going to make you feel this way for any reason. If you've noticed that your life, those habits that were important, those habits that you formed prior to being in the relationship, or that you even had while in the relationship, but they were suffering, they were relegated to the background. If those habits have come up and smiling at you, then this is a huge indication that the breakup was a blessing in disguise. Number 3, you look and feel more alive. My brother, a toxic relationship is going to keep you're going to look homeless. You're going to look like somebody who is dying. Your life is going to be going away, sipping away. A toxic relationship will make you gain weight. A toxic relationship will make you look older than your age, whether you're a man or a woman. Your glow is gone. Men have glow too. Yeah, it's gone. But suddenly it's come back, bro. After the relationship, you look, the way you feel is alive again. It's like your vital organs have woken up. Your brain has woken up. Your kidneys have woken up. Your heart is beating properly again. Why? Because you've exited that relationship that was horrible. This is a huge sign. It's a blessing in disguise. Do not go back there. Do not go back to that woman who was sapping the life out of you, taking the life out of you. Your life was going away gradually, percentage by percentage. The tongue of a woman, the character of a woman, the personality of a woman, the energy of a woman can drain you to death if it's not right for you. I'm telling you, you will die before your time if you're suddenly feeling alive. There's a glow around you suddenly. My brother, this is a huge sign that the relationship, the breakup was a blessing in disguise. You are agile again. You are happy again. You are thriving again. That's what it means to be alive. This is a sign that relationship was bad for you. Number 4, your masculinity has returned. If you were in a terrible relationship, it would derail, degrade, suppress your masculinity. It would undermine your masculinity. Yeah. You will feel less like a man in the wrong relationship. I'm telling you, the wrong relationship will make you feel less of a man. Always fighting, emotional reactions and all those things. Those aren't traits of a man that you should have. And if you noticed that now I'm feeling like a man again. Talk to some men that have been in toxic relationships. When they exited, it's like their manhood is restored. Not the manhood, but their manhood. Even that one is restored. The whole being is restored. You are feeling your masculinity come back to you. Toxic, terrible relationship would make you operate less and less in your masculinity to the point that you even begin to wonder who you are. You don't really understand who you are anymore. You know, something about the wrong relationship will make you feel lost. A man who is a genuine man at his heart and trying to compromise constantly for a woman because of a relationship to maintain and retain that relationship will subsequently begin to lose bits and pieces of himself to the point that what he has lost will come up to be so much that it inevitably makes him lose his sense of manhood. Another huge point, you've regained your values. Your values have come back. Your values, my brother, those things that you believed in, that you know were true and genuine to you, that are good for you, those values have now been restored. Foundations that you were raised with that are healthy, that are good, they have now been restored. Because while you were in that negative relationship, you were losing all those bits and pieces of your values just to compromise, just to make things work, just to. Those healthy values you were raised with, the godliness you were raised with, the beliefs that are good for you, that many of these things society are trying to project and make everyone accept, that you know they are not good. And you've been standing up against it up until you got into that relationship. And when you got in, you started bending your will, bending your beliefs, bending your choices, bending your lifestyle, bending over. Up until the point that you bent, you're no longer bending now, you're lying down, bro. You're lying down now. Use me. Now the relationship is over. And those things are coming back. The values, healthy values, good values are coming back to you now because you left a toxic relationship. It's a blessing in disguise. Do not ever go back there. Once again, I'll keep chipping that in. Don't ever go back to a relationship that took the fundamental values that made you who you are, that made you the individual you are today, that made you this good, healthy, well-thinking man that you are today. Don't ever go back to that relationship. Another huge reason, your friends and family celebrated. Friends and family actually see things that you don't because they are removed They know you more than you think they know. I used to underestimate the knowledge that my parents had of me, especially my father. Your parents, your family, your friends, they actually know a lot about you. They actually have so much understanding of you, much more than you think or realize. That's the point. Much more than you may think. If they were happy at the absence and removal of this woman from your life, it possibly is a blessing in disguise. Yeah, especially with friends that are your age. My brother, they will normally tell you the truth. They will normally tell you, this is not good for you. This relationship ain't good for you, bro. If you've noticed that even your friends and family were relieved, genuinely relieved. Friends and family that genuinely care for you, not the ones that seek their own personal interest or what they stand to, gain. It's not a selfish place. It's from a genuine place of caring for you. If you notice that they're celebrated, they're actually happy at the end of that relationship, this is a huge sign, my brother. You gained luck. Luck came back. My brother, a good woman will bring luck even to your life. Yeah, there's something called luck. You may not believe in it, but it exists. That charm that you had, ability to convince people, ability to negotiate situations, ability to use a bit of your personality, your ability to know how to get around things with your charm, it was gone. If you notice that thing came back after that relationship left, it's a blessing in disguise. Because you need that to navigate through life. There are times that not everything will be factual. Not everything would make sense. You may have to use diplomacy, your social skills, the charm, the swagger. You have to use those things to get around life. But if those things were not there when you were in that relationship, or they were suppressed or going down, suddenly now they've resurfaced. You are in tune with them again. This is a sign. The end of the relationship actually was a blessing in disguise. Guys, this is all I have for you. My name is IK. If you're new, welcome to the channel. I hope you like the video. I hope you share with your friends and your family, and I'll see more of you around. Take it easy. Don't ever go back to a relationship that took the fundamental values that made you who you are.